And so you need to see yourself having freedom in your time. You need to see yourself being able to walk out the lifestyle that you want. And you can't do it by chance. You have to do it on purpose. That's how you change your life, right? So you ask yourself this question, like, how is life working out for you right now? Right? How is your lifestyle working out for you right now? Is your income a reflection of your dream? Is your lifestyle a reflection of your dream? Like, is that it? Is everything that you have totally enough for you? You don't want anything more? Then our message in Overcome Nation is not for you, right? But if any of this causes some sort of a spark on the inside of you, if the entrepreneur is fighting to get out on the inside of you, then this is the direction that you go, right? You start embracing financial education. You start learning how business works. I said this at our mastermind last week. When you understand how things work in business, everything works. When you understand how things work, everything works for you, right? Have you ever sat around and thought, why is it that the wealthy just continue to get wealthier? Because they understand how things work. I'm going to say it again. When you know how things work, everything will work for you. But if you don't understand how business principles work for you, how the philosophy of the wealthy, how that is available to you, if you do not understand that, you'll never have that, right? As you know, cash flows every day around the world to those that have the greatest amount of financial education, and it flows away from those that have the least amount of financial education. Do you want that to continue to be you? Here you have a chance to get involved in Overcome Nation and everything that we're doing. Here you have an opportunity to change your life. Not in hype, not in emotionalism, not in rah-rah, but the real mechanics, right? The stuff that cost me $500,000 in mentorship, you get for free in Overcome Nation. And we point it at Viseo. We point it at that fulfillment center, right? If you will, we'll call it a fulfillment center. We leverage that company to do everything that we don't want to do as a small business owner. Right? And so if there's something on the inside of you that wants more out of life, like I was, then why would you wait another minute? Why would you wait another day? Why would you put off to tomorrow about learning how things work so you can have the lifestyle that you want? Why would you put it off to next week? How many times are you going to find yourself going, yeah, I'll do it next week. I'll do it next Monday, right? Now I'll do it, when I get a chance. I got to get past all this stuff first. Yeah, I got to do some things first before I can focus on this. Really? How long have you been saying that to yourself? Like, honestly, how long have you been saying that? When I do three-way calls with people and I sit down with them and they're going, okay, well, can we do a three-way call in a month from now, right? They'll be like, can we do one like August 21st? I'm like, okay, we're like in July. Why do you want to do a call on a month from now? Okay, you're not what I'm looking for. Why would you put off your ability to have success for another month? Aren't you anxious to go, you know what? Right now, I want change in my life. Right now, I want change. I don't want to wait till tomorrow. I don't want to wait another week. I don't want to be in this job anymore. I don't want to have to answer to these people anymore. I want to do life on my terms, the way I want to do it, and I want to do it in the style that I want to do it. I don't want to have to be a slave working for somebody else for the next 30 years, 40 years. Like, how long are you going to put off the change in your life? It's amazing to me when I see people that are faced with somebody that says, look, do you think my life is successful? And they get a chance to really get around what I do, where I'm at, travel with me for a week, come see me at my house, spend time with me, and they see how my day is. It doesn't take them too long to figure out that they can do that too, and that's what they want, right? Why would you see somebody and experience somebody who actually understands the process of building wealth and then say no to them because your friends think network marketing is for those that don't have a real job? Like, how long are you going to explain it away? How long are you going to listen to Uncle Joe that says, oh, those things don't work. Oh, it's one of those pyramid things. Oh, it's one of those things. How long? How long do we have to continue to show you and prove to you that you've been wrong? Can I say it that way? I mean, I hope you guys understand my heart, you know. Give me a little bit of room here, because I've never been a BSer. And I continue to show people, look, if you can sit there and you can watch me continue to prove you wrong, at what point in time are you going to go, you know what, I think I should get involved? I want to know what this person knows. As a kid, I say this all the time. Had I known what the network marketing industry could do for me, at 18 I would have got involved. But I explained network marketing away. I explained it away, saying, it's one of those B businesses, right? Well, Robert Kiyosaki calls it a B business, as in big business, right? Richard Branson calls it a B business, as in big business. Warren Buffett calls it a B business, as in big business, right? He owns 9 of them. Time Warner has one. Citibank has one. Richard Branson has one. So you're surrounded by these icons in business that are all embracing the industry. And you guys have watched me for years and years and years and years, and you're still explaining it away like, that's because that's Rick's wheelhouse. It was never my wheelhouse. I stepped into it because I saw a buddy that had a multi-million-dollar business. They had what I wanted. And so I came in here, even though I spent $1,500 to start my first network marketing organization, but I treated it like I had a multi-million-dollar business, and 15 months later I did have one. Of your attention, I want you to understand something. I am purpose-driven, and I teach other people to be purpose-driven, and I give them the financial education that they need. I teach them the mechanics of this business, the industry statistics, the philosophy of how to communicate the industry and the brand. I teach them how to scale their business. I teach them the framework of this wonderful industry. I teach them how to have a global distribution machine that is rooted in the language of business, not hype, not fear of missing out, not making your friends feel hunted. Real education, real mentorship. Here we are, two and a half years into it, and my organization is right around $18 million a year in distribution. Can you imagine building a debt-free $18 million a year distribution business in 2.5 years? Debt-free, no trucks, very little inventory, no warehouses, no employees. Your income is passive, 100% passive income. Can you believe that? Right? You should. You should. If that's you, then you need to reach out and stop explaining it away. Listen, I've been involved in business for 30 years. People ask, when I was exposed to network marketing for the first time, why did I jump at it? I had already made $1 million in the diamond and gemstone industry. I had already made $1 million in the real estate industry. Why would I step into network marketing? Why would a guy like me that spent 5 years learning from Robert Kiyosaki and his book studies and other mentors, why would a guy like me that spent $500,000 in mentorship in the prior years and owned businesses from the time he was 17 say yes to network marketing? Because sometimes you have to do something the traditional way before you can appreciate and put value on something that is much better. It was like night and day better for me. Okay, and I don't know who approached you about this industry before, and if they sounded cheesy, I'm sorry, we don't do that. I don't sell people into the business. I educate people into the business. If what I say educates you to the point where you're like, you know what, I've never heard anybody talk like this before. I've never heard anybody talk about network marketing the way this team talks about it or the way Rick talks about it. I do that on purpose. It's not happening. It doesn't happen on accident. I teach real business acumen, right? So if that's you, then you need to reach out, and you need to stop explaining it away. This is your dream we're talking about, not mine. I got my dream. My dream just keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? As my business grows larger and larger and larger through hard work. This isn't easy. I want everyone to understand this isn't an easy business. You can't make millions in this industry and go, oh, it's so easy. Those days of saying that are over, right? You can't make millions in any industry and remain average. My program educates people and takes them out from under being average and turns them into exceptional business-minded individuals. You take